And we're starting with sweeping new guidelines from the CDC on COVID-19 as cases skyrocket and more people look to health officials for guidance.
Yeah, some of the changes may surprise you as many recommendations are now less restrictive. Lauren Tallarico breaks them down.
Christmas morning, we got the news that we all tested positive.
It was a COVID Christmas for Kaylin Maduka and her 3 children. A surprise since both Kaylin and her husband are careful and boosted.
It was just like our hearts dropped. Like we had just done everything we could and it didn't work.
That will be the story for many now as the Omicron variant takes over.
How are things going right now down at the hospital?
It's quite busy.
Dr. Stanley Spinner, Chief Medical Officer at Texas Children's.
We've already, I think, seen higher numbers than we did at the peak of Delta, or at least very close to it, and we're really still early into this.
As cases surge, new, more relaxed guidelines just came down from the CDC. First, let's break down the basic terminology. Isolation is for people who have tested positive for COVID-19. Quarantine is for people who've come in close contact with them. Here are the latest CDC recommendations. Anyone who has COVID, vaccinated or not, should isolate for 5 days instead of 10, but continue to wear a mask through at least day 10. If you've been exposed to COVID and have been boosted or vaccinated with a 2-shot mRNA series within 6 months or had the J&J shot within 2 months, you do not need to quarantine at all, but should test on day 5 and wear a mask for 10 days. For all others, you should quarantine for 5 days, then test and wear a mask for at least 10.
Almost everyone's going to get this with the strain on school, the economy, and they determined that the risk of shortening the isolation period is the benefit of doing it outweighs the risk.
Studies show people are most contagious up to 3 days after symptoms develop, but some can still spread the virus after 5 days.
Wearing the maskings, trying to keep that physical separation, not being around large groups of people, those needs even more important now and more critical than ever.
I'm Lauren Tallarico, KHOU 11 News.